All right, guys. So after you added your images to your home page and also back on the portfolio page, now we're ready to pick this up on page 493, and we're going to add in a jQuery collapsible panel. So if you remember in the last chapter, we added collapsible panels. Actually, it was called an accordion to your page. We're going to do something similar to this, but the mobile version of this. And we're going to do this on your services page. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to scroll down the services here. I still want to keep my header, but I'm going to select my word content and I'm going to delete it. Again, only the text there, my placeholder text. I still have my div and everything there, what I want to do. And so at this point, I want to go back up and I'm going to add in through my insert pull down menu, the jQuery mobile, and I'm looking for a collapsible block. So this is the option that we're going to be choosing over on page 493 on step number 1. So I'm going to choose and add this in. And what it does is I have my header for services, and now inside my content, I have a 3-section area by default. And I can modify this if I want to, like with a number of sections, but for this example, it's going to be awesome. It's going to work out just fine. And then finally, I have my footer. But notice how I have this selected here. So if I sort of click away and click out of this, make sure I've got this, when I see this tab up here, this is my collapsible area that I want. So what you're going to do is where it says header here. I'm going to pick this up on page 494, step number 2. And I'm going to erase the word header. I'm going to type in the word portrait. Where it says content here, you want to go back in and type in the information you see in the second bullet item for step number 2. I already have this keyed up here, so I'm going to select it and I'm going to copy this, Control C. I'm going to put it in here, Control V. Okay, go back to my header. We'll do the same thing again. Like I said, I've already keyed this up, so my next header will be family and children. I'm going to select this, Control C, Control V, and then my content. This is all back in step number 3. You want to type in my information I have here, Control V. And then my last section with this should be over on step 4 on page 495. This is the newborn and maternity section. So again, here's my header for this. I'm going to copy this. And all you guys have to do is type this up. Control C, Control V. So now, once I've done this, I'm going to do a save all. And I'm going to go back to live view to check this out. So when I go to live view, again, remember, it's going to always default back on the home page. So I want to go to your services page. And because you made those changes back in live view earlier, and you should be now able to access this. So if I click on the plus sign for portrait, it's going to show me. Let me make sure here. I got to make sure this hide live view displays. That has to be turned off. Okay, that for some reason did not stay on mine. So you want to make sure you have hide live view displays on. So I'll try this again. So I click on services. I have this page here and click on this. Now I should be able to see my links. So you got to make sure that that's turned off. And you may have to do that for each of your sections. I'm not sure. It should stay on, but if for some reason, if it did not, just go back and turn that off. But this is how you're going to have to preview this when you show me your video. It's going to be back in live view. So this is what I want you to do first, to go back and sort of test this out. Once you've done that, you've confirmed this, you're ready to move on. This will wrap up this video here about adding in the collapsible panel or the collapsible block section, which is in jQuery.